Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of Wall Street. Today we're diving into a proxy statement from Carter Bankshares. Proxy statements can be a bit dry, but trust me, there's always a story hidden in the details, and sometimes even a bit of drama. This one, let's just say there might be some changes afoot at the old bank. What exactly is this document? This is basically a notice for the upcoming annual shareholder meeting. Think of it as the bank's version of a town hall meeting. It tells shareholders what they'll be voting on, who's running for the board, and how they can have their say. The first big item up for vote is electing the board of directors. These are the folks who oversee the bank's operations. 11 people are nominated, and this proxy statement gives you a little background on each of them. Importantly, one current director, E. Warren Matthews, is stepping down. Because of this, the board will decrease from 12 to 11 members after the meeting. Looking at the nominees, we've got Michael Bird with decades in long-term care, Kevin Bloomfield with a tech background, and Robert Bolton, who knows the financial services world inside and out. There's also Gregory Feldman, a former bank CEO, and James Haskins, a longtime attorney who's also the current chairman. You see what experience the bank value on the board? Now, it's not just about individual experience. Looking at the skills matrix, we can see what capabilities the board values. There's an emphasis on financial reporting, leadership technology, and risk management. Seems like they're covering their bases, but they might lack on the cybersecurity side. The board also seems a bit age heavy. That said, you can see the spread in ages across different skills on the board. Who actually calls the shots? Well, according to this, BlackRock owns more than 7% of the company's common stock. The Vanguard Group comes in second with more than 5%. These big investment firms have a significant say in what goes on. Next up, shareholders get to weigh in on executive pay. This is an advisory vote, meaning the board doesn't have to listen, but they usually do. The document highlights that the company uses peer groups to assess compensation. It tries to stay competitive to attract and retain talent, but who gets paid what and how much did they actually get paid? Time for the numbers. Let's dive into the summary compensation table. In 2024, CEO Litz Van Dyke took home around $1.3 million. That's a mix of salary, bonus, stock awards, and other compensation. Bradford Langs, the president and chief strategy officer, made around $1 million, while the other top executives, Wendy Bell, Tony Coulson, and Matthew Spear, all made around $700,000, $800,000. It's worth noting that these figures can fluctuate year to year based on performance. The committee recommended and the full board of directors approved, granting each participant in the annual incentive plan a discretionary flat bonus equal to 15% of annual salary. Base salaries are a way to provide stability, while bonuses reward strong performance. For 2024, the base salaries also increased by between 3 and 8%. Looking at the grants of plan-based awards table, we see more details on the bonus structure. The annual incentive plan has goals related to earnings per share, return on assets, and efficiency. It's not just about making money, but making it efficiently and safely. The performance units are subject to 4 equally weighted performance-based goals established by the committee. Return on average assets, core efficiency ratio, total shareholder return TSR, and the non-performing assets ratio. The committee added the TSR metric as a performance goal to align driving shareholder value with management's long-term incentive. What happens if things go south? The potential payments upon termination or change of control table lays out the severance packages for the top executives. In the event of a change of control and their employment is terminated without cause, Litz Van Dyke would receive around $2.4 million. Other executives get smaller payouts. This acts as a kind of golden parachute to protect them. Finally, we have the ratification of the independent auditors, Kroll. Shareholders are being asked to approve the appointment of Kroll as the company's accounting firm for 2025. The fees paid to Kroll are broken down, with the majority going towards audit services. Looking at 2024, audit fees totaled $644,000, while tax fees were around $120,000. These numbers are down from 2023 slightly. So what's the big picture here? Carter Bankshares seems to be in a period of transition. There are board changes happening. The company is trying to align executive pay with performance, and shareholders get a chance to voice their opinions on the direction of the company. From the raw numbers, we can clearly see that executive compensation is extremely strong, and a lot of work is being done on that regard. Some board members will be leaving. BlackRock is a major investor. Overall, the company seems solid. They have been doing a good job, and there aren't any big problems to account for. The biggest risk that it would face is related to security. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time.